What is good, maniacs? Man, it's been a while. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. What's good, maniacs and fellow bookworms alike? This is your boy Media Fiend, and we are finally back with a brand new Media Fiend Book Club. I know it's been a while. I've just been going through some stuff. Don't want to get into the personals too deep, but I just want you guys to know I missed you guys, and we are going to dive deep into this book review. So without further ado, let's just get into it. And as if you couldn't tell from the thumbnail and the title, we're diving into The Visitors. All right, let me just read you what it's about. It says, unidentified flying objects are streaking across the skies over Canada and the United States. When American fighter pilots attempt to intercept them, one of the mysterious craft is shot down and crash lands near the small rural town of Resolution, Missouri. Soon after the crash, the people of Resolution find themselves caught between a covert arm of the U.S. military and a nightmarish creatures from beyond the stars. Townsfolk go missing, cell phones and vehicles malfunction for no reason. Those who try to flee the town are stopped at gunpoint by heavily armed operatives, and isolated farms are attacked by unspeakable monsters. Now the townsfolk must band together if they hope to survive and escape. But time is running out, and the visitors are closing in. Okay, what does your boy have to say about The Visitors? This book was phenomenal. I mean, I went in with some high hopes. I'm not going to lie, because I saw a lot of like videos on YouTube about it. And not YouTube. I saw like shorts on Facebook and all this other stuff about the author, Robert Lass. And, this was one of his books. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, because I like aliens. I like extraterrestrial stuff. That's fun for me. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's give it a try. And I'll tell you what, I am so glad I did. This book had me from the first page all the way to the last. And let me tell you something. This book is action-packed. It makes you feel for the characters, and it takes characters away, and you just sit there and you're just in awe at what happens, how it transpires. And then at the end, you find out something that is like, what the hell, this whole time? But this book was fantastic. So basically, this book takes place around a couple of days, okay? And it follows different characters throughout this story, which the author was able to jump between characters flawlessly. Like, I found myself engaged with the story. I found myself engaged with the characters. I found myself loving the characters. And some of the characters I loved more than others, and some characters that I really enjoyed end up dying, and it rips your heart out. But this book had everything. It had mystery, it had thriller, it had creature feature, it had love, like an awkward love story between two teenagers. It had everything, and it was such an enthralling read. Like, I couldn't put it down. This is actually going to be a book that I read annually. Like, I'm going to read this again. And I was so impressed with Robert Lass's writing. I actually went and picked up his other books that he has, because I'm excited to read these other books. His other books are like a haunted house story. So I'm interested in diving into that, because he definitely hit the nail on the head with the extraterrestrial story. I mean, the fight between the family and the aliens on the farm, it takes like 2 or 3 chapters, but it is some of the best 2 or 3 chapters you'll read, because it starts off slow and it just goes, man. It is like a shootout at the OK Corral. This thing was intense. And I'm telling you what, the scene at the school I'm not going to give nothing away. I'm not going to ruin this book. All I'm going to say is the scene at the school was heart-wrenching, and it pissed me off. Like, when you get to that scene, you're going to know what I'm talking about, because it's just going to go insane when the town people meet up at the school. So I definitely recommend this book. This book for me is a 5 out of 5 easily. If I could give it 100 out of 5, I'd give it 100 out of 5. And it's not a small read either. It was 568 pages. And, the print is pretty nice and big. So it was an easy read, I found myself really able to read this. It was very well written, no mistake, like grammar mistake. Like, this dude did his thing with this book. He understood the assignment and he killed it. And I 100% recommend that you got to read this book. If you like alien stories, if you like creature features, if you like that old school 1960s alien movie feel, you know what I'm saying, with a small town being invaded, you're going to love this book. I 100% recommend it. Like I said, this is going to be an annual read for me, 5 out of 5. Definitely check this out. Visitors by Robert Lass. And I'm definitely excited to get into his other works. So, Visitors, definitely check that out. Now, I thought long and hard about the next book that I was going to read. And it took me a bit. I had just finished watching the movie, so I was like, I'm going to read the novelization to see the difference, because the movie was okay, but we have to see what the book's like. So I hope the book is better than the movie. The movie wasn't bad, but they took some liberties. And that is the official novelization to Return to Silent Hill. And this says, in my restless dreams, I see that town, Silent Hill. Return to Silent Hill brings the iconic psychological horror franchise back to the big screen when James receives a mysterious letter from his lost love, Mary. He is drawn to Silent Hill, a once familiar town now consumed by darkness. As he searches for her, James faces monstrous creatures and unravels a terrifying truth that will push him to the brink of survival. Sounds pretty good. So we're going to give that a try. Return to Silent Hill. Let's see how it goes. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you guys like the first Media Fiend Book Club back in a while. Like I said, again, definitely check out Visitors. I 100% recommend that. 5 out of 5. And till we meet again, Media Fiend, Media Mate, what I call y'all Media Fiend. Man, I am so pumped. Maniacs and bookworms alike. Until we meet again, this is your boy Media Fiend saying, as always, be chill. And we out. Peace.